quarter was kept in a constant state of turmoil by a feud between two families, the Davenports and the Grahams. The feud threatened to start a civil war until Dr. Baxter found a solution to the bloody strife. Rex Allen stars as the Frontier Doctor.
Toward the end of 1900, the Southwest had a Hatfield-McCoy feud of its own between two families known as the Davenports and the... Delia and Tommy Davenport were two of the few survivors of this short but violent feud, which had almost wiped out both families. Of the few Grahams left, the most vicious of the lot was the older brother, Alex. This chilly October afternoon, the Davenport family sent for me on an emergency call.
There's that darn fool doctor now.
Doctor, it's his head.
Now it's Tommy. A little boy like that. Well, you're lucky it's just a surface wound. His skull's been nicked. Can you see me, Tommy?
Yes, Dr. Bill.
Be all right. Who did it?
Alex Graham.
I'm taking care of it.
You and the Graham family have been taking care of it for too long. And look at this. Only 3 of you left on each side. When's all this gonna end? What's the sense of all this murder and bloodshed?
The Graham started it.
They say you started it.
These lying, thieving, murdering Grahams claim Lake Elkton is on their property, based on a worthless Spanish land grant that was outlawed years ago.
What's the result? Neither one of you have it. Why didn't you wait for a court decision before you started shooting at each other?
Court decision? For 5 years, this case has been dragging on in the court.
Might as well die right now instead of growing up and getting himself killed.
Delia.
Well, Mother and Dad were killed, weren't they? And so were all our brothers. I'm sick of this feud and I'm tired of all this fighting.
If you're going into one of them women's tantrums, do it while the doc's here and get it over with. Now go get some wood. Thick supper.
All right, Tommy. You're all fixed up. Be a good boy now.
Thanks, Dr. Bill.
Keep the boy quiet. I'll drop by tomorrow and redress the wound.
All right, Doc. And Doc, I'll thank you to keep your advice to yourself and stick to doctoring.
Delia?
Darling, I don't know if Grandpa'd never let me get a word.
Getting away from Ab and Alex wasn't easy. Alex especially. That brother of mine gets crazier by the minute. Imagine he tried to kill Tommy.
Sometimes I wish he had
Don't
killed...
say that.
Well, what kind of a chance does little fella have for happiness anyway? The world would be a better place for decent people to live in if all the Grahams and Davenports just wiped each other off the face of the earth.
You mustn't talk that way.
And why not? What kind of a childhood did we have?
We met each other.
I've loved you even though our families were feuding. But it's different now. We have to meet each other in secret. We're in love. Will we ever be married?
Of course we will, dear. This feud is bound to end.
Not as long as there's Grahams and Davenports left in these parts.
Listen to me, Delia. I want this feud to end, and I have a feeling my uncle would like to spend the rest of his days in peace. It's only my brother Alex. If only I could pound some sense into his head. But ever since one of the Davenports crippled his arm, he...
I know. It's the same way with Grandpa. So where does that leave us?
We could run away together.
What about Tommy?
We could take him with us.
No. Fine way to start a marriage. With no money, no land, no place to go to, and little Tommy to take care of.
It wouldn't bother me.
I'm afraid it wouldn't work. Maybe someday it'll stop. When we're all dead.
Delia.
I couldn't get a good shot at him. You were too close. Get out of the way.
No! 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 No!
Let go. Let go, you little sneak.
Oh, no, he'll die. We've got to take him with us.
Nope, if you die, because I'm coming back after I lock you in your room. Get in the house.
Hello, Mr. McCaffey.
Where have you been, Doc? Seems I've been waiting for you nigh on an hour. Oh, this rheumatism is raising heck with me.
Had a lot of patients to take care of. Take off your coat. I realize they're not all as important as the banker, but they are people nevertheless. Sit down. Now, where's it seem to bother you?
Well, elbow mostly. It's... What are you trying to do to me?
You take one of these every 3 hours. It'll relieve the pain. Best medicine you could take would be retirement.
Me retire? Territorial court made me the trustee of Elkton Lake. Until that title is, well, till it's settled. Now, that reservoir means life and death to those ranchers around here.
And why don't you do something to speed up the decision? And the lake would take care of itself.
I'm doing all I can to speed it up.
I guess you are, but I think you can do more. Do you know that young Tommy Davenport was shot yesterday?
What, that little boy? It doesn't seem to matter about older folks, but when it comes to shooting little kids...
I feel the same way you do, Mr. McCaffey. Look, there's something I've been wanting to ask you about.
Yeah, what's that?
Stopping this feud between the Davenports and Grahams. Look, you told me once you'd do everything you could to help. And now you can help. You've got influence. Why don't you take a trip up to the Capitol and see if you can't get the territorial court to hand down a decision now?
Go up the Capitol? Oh, that'd cost money.
I know that. Look, I'll split it with you.
I seen your buggy outside, Doc. You gotta come to my cabin right away.
What's the matter, Ab?
It's Bob. He's been shot, and he's getting worse. Hurry, Doc. I've got to get back. You will come, won't you?
I'll be there as soon as I can, Ab.
Thanks, Doc.
First it's Tommy, now it's Bob.
Yes, Doc. All right. I'll go to the Capitol right now.
Howdy, Doc.
Howdy. How's Tommy?
Been complaining. Maybe you ought to take a look at him.
I'll see him on my way back. I've got a sick call.
Oh, you got a sick call over the Grahams?
You ought to know.
You're not going anyplace. It's Bob. He was fooling around with my granddaughter, and I shot him. Let him die.
I can't let him die any more than I'd let Tommy die. I'm a doctor, and I don't take sides.
You're not going anyplace without me. Anybody that helps the Grahams is a mortal enemy of mine. And I'm not backward about shooting my enemies.
You've got to let me go, Mr. Davenport. He may be bleeding to death right now.
Well, that's just too bad, Doc. Because right now, you're going to turn around and head back toward my cabin. Now, come on.
Where is that, Doc? He ought to be here by now.
He told me he'd be right over, and you can always depend on Bill Baxter.
You can't depend on nobody, except maybe yourself. Sure, he'll come, if it's convenient for him.
Doc Baxter don't play that way. He'll be...
Take it easy, son. Don't talk. Save your strength.
I'm going to town to see what's keeping that Doc.
Don't do it, Alex. Wait.
Yeah, Alex, he'll be along.
You're coming along just fine, Tommy.
Look, you've got to let me go. I never disappointed a patient in my life, and this one may be dying.
Why don't you listen to him, Grandpa?
You shut up. No use of your begging, Doc. I'm not going to let you go over the Grahams, and that's all there is to it.
I'm sorry I was born at Davenport, and I wish they'd get you, you mean, vengeful old man!
Now, you sit down. Delia, come here. Hold this gun on him and don't let him leave the place.
You do, and you're no Davenport anymore. You're as bad as the Grahams. No better. You might be one of their own flesh and blood instead of mine. I can see your pa and ma turning over in their graves for what you're doing to me now.
Now, you sit down. Stay put. I'm going to see Bob.
I hope you're not too late. Don't try anything, Gramps.
It's the Doc.
Oh, hi, Doc. How you feeling, Bob?
Hi, Doc.
Well, there's no bones broken. It's a pretty clean wound. He's lost a lot of blood.
What kept you, Doc?
I lost a wheel. I had to go back to town and get a blacksmith to help me fix it.
Don't look like no accident to me.
Doc, you lied to me? Never knew you to lie before. You must have a powerful reason.
I'm sorry, Ab.
It was old Davenport, wasn't it? He stopped you, didn't he? You don't have to answer, Doc, because I can see it in your eyes. Well, from now on, when we need a doctor, we won't be calling you.
Get off my property!
And stay off! And the next time I catch you on our property, I'll treat you just like a Davenport.
All right, I lied. But I told a white lie. I didn't want you to go over there shooting up the Davenports again. There's a girl there and a sick boy.
Makes no difference. Maybe Bob's dying right this minute.
No, he's not. He's gonna be all right. I've got the wound cleaned out and I just want to finish bandaging it.
No, get out of here.
You're both so full of hate you don't even care that your own flesh and blood gets attention. All you worry about is the Davenports. Killing them off. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Only with you, it's 2 for 1. Or maybe 3 for 1. As a doctor, I'm getting pretty tired of patching up both of your families. Sorry, Bob.
Bill?
Have you heard from McAfee yet? Has the court handed down a decision?
Yes, they have. I got a telegram. I was on my way down to the stage depot to meet him now.
Says he wants to read the decision in person and have all the Grahams and Davenports present.
Bill, it's Delia.
Doc, I've looked for you everywhere. The Grahams are at the cabin. They'll kill Tommy and Grandpa.
Look, McAfee's coming in on the stagecoach and it's due right now. Get over there and tell him to get out to your place. It's a matter of life and death.
You'll help them?
As quick as we can.
Wait a minute, Bill. I may need this.
Tommy, hurry up with that rifle. You must have slipped out the back. You and the kid are in there alone. You better come out, Davenport. There are 2 of us over here. Cover me, I'm going in there.
You in there! Hold your fire! All of you hold your fire. I got news that'll stop this senseless killing for good.
Listen to them. Keep on loading.
Ab, come here, I want to talk to you.
No, we ain't leaving here without Davenport. And we'll kill anybody who tries to stop us. That goes for you and the doctor, too.
Take it easy, Alex. What's on your mind, Sheriff?
The court has made its decision, and McAfee's on his way here to read it now.
Here, Gramps. She's all loaded.
Wonder what's going on out there. The sheriff and Doc are palavering with the Grahams.
Come on out, Davenport. It's safe. It's a truce.
Not till you get them Grahams away from that cabin.
I got it, Doc. I got it, Doc. I got it. Here's a court decision from the Capitol.
The lake belongs to the Davenports, according to this decision.
The lake belongs to the Davenports.
I don't believe you.
Lake Elkton is on the property of the Davenports, and they have complete control of the water rights.
Come on out, Davenport. The feud's over.
You stay here, son.
All right, Sheriff. Throw your gun over here. Throw it down.
Alex, you're plumb crazy.
Whose side are you on? Going against your own family. Just hold it.
Go! Go!
Alex Graham, a vicious fugitive from justice, shocked by the court decision, turned his hatred on the reservoir, which started the feud. Alex was convinced that all the water fees paid to the bank to be held in escrow belonged to the Grahams. He decided to do something about it. Alex didn't care that the water from the reservoir was the life's blood of the territory, that the inhabitants would go thirsty, that stock would suffer and die, and crops would wither away, that it would take long months to build another reservoir. Don't look so unhappy. All your troubles are over.
Whatever money's waiting in the bank, it'll take every cent to rebuild the reservoir. Come on, Tom.
Yeah, this is it, Jim. $51,868. Well, come in, Delia. And Tommy. Oh, Bob. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you, Doc.
Not a medical call. I just came by as a sort of a witness.
Fine. Now, Delia, I have a few legal papers for you to sign here. Oh, would you mind sitting down, Delia? Tommy, do you want to go with your sister, little man? There you are.
Hold it. Just hold it. That money's mine.
It's ours!
Get away from me or I'll put a slug in you like I did the last time. Get away!
Tommy!
Put the gun away. This feud's over. This time a Davenport won't die. It'll be one of us.
You move 1 foot. Just 1 foot. And I'll kill you and the Davenports. Hold it, Doc. Shut up!
No, hard!
Get away from me! All right, Doc. You asked for it.
On January 6th, 1901, the grand jury agreed that Bob Graham acted in self-defense and refused to indict him for the death of Alex.
I still don't see why I can't go with you.
Why don't you let Dr. Bill explain that? You see, Tommy, it's because you... Well, it's because you're...
Well, why can't I go with them?
In about 10 years, Tommy, you'll know all about it. Good luck, kids.
Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
Come on.
Bye, Sis.
Here, Em. Catch.
Tom. You and me is going home.
After 5 years of fighting, the bloody feud had ended peacefully. For the Davenports and Grahams are now one family.